Hey everyone, so today we're going to talk about 5 free apps that every RVer and camper should have.
So we're going to be using our computer to show you guys a bigger version of the screen instead of using our skinny phone, since it's easier to view on computers and phones.
So the first app we're going to talk about is iOverlander.
So iOverlander is the most popular app that we use, and there is another app, which we'll talk about in a minute, that is also probably second place to finding our best campsites, but iOverlander has a ton of cool campsites and amenities and propane and water refill and everything like that. So we'll show you on the screen right now. So this is what the iOverlander website looks like. It's pretty similar on the app as far as showing you the world map and looking at all those different places you can go to. So there's 31,611 places listed in the United States, whether it's for campsites, showers, propane, dump stations, hotels, and even more. So the first example we're going to use is Moab, Utah. So if you go up here and you just search Moab and hit go, it'll take a couple seconds for it to go through. And so this is showing where Moab is. So as we zoom in, you can see all these different symbols. So we're not going to go through everything right away, but we'll give you a couple examples as to what it looks like. So some of them are very easy to look at, such as this is a shower, or this one is a water fill-up area, free Wi-Fi, campground. And then there's some symbols too, like these. This is for boondocking. So these are FreeCamp Sites. So depending on what you want to use, you can just go up here, and if you say, you know what, I don't want to have restaurants, and I don't want to have short-term parking, and I don't need a mechanic, I don't need fuel or hostels or hotels or any of that, you can uncheck all of those, and then you can go through this way and see exactly what you want to look at, and you can zoom way out and go anywhere you want to across the USA and across the world and say, I'm going to go zoom into a different area like near Bryce Canyon, and here's a lot of different free campsites. So all you have to do is just click on it and it'll give you info. So this is saying it was verified 7 months ago. These are the coordinates to get there, and then people can just leave a review and you can go to more details if you'd like to see more. And some people will even have photos of the locations as well.
Just make sure that you read the reviews on a lot of these, because some camp spots we found out aren't that great from the reviews that we read, such as there's a lot of trash all over, or there's not any level areas. So just make sure you read those reviews, and then you kind of know what you're going into.
So on the website, you can see the reviews on this side over here. So they are dated. So this is May 27th, 2021, all the way to October. So some of them are very recent, and some of them could be even a few years old, and some of them will only have one review. So this is very similar on the app. You can read the reviews through that as well. We highly recommend checking this out for your travels. So the next app that we use is FreeCamp Sites. So there's a website, freecampsites.net, or the app FreeCamp Sites.
For us, freecampsites.net is second place, just because we feel like iOverlander has so much more to offer for us. But we're going to go through and show you guys what freecampsites.net is all about. So freecampsites.net is similar to iOverlander. So you have your area up here where you type in your location. So we're going to type in Durango. And then you got to give it a second, and then different areas will show up. So we'll click on Colorado. And here's some different areas. So like I said, it's similar to iOverlander, where this is free camping. The blue ones, which I don't see on here, mean permit. The red ones mean that they're paid campsites. So if you click on this one, for instance, it shows up free camping in Colorado's San Juan National Forest. And then it shows, that there's hiking, bird watching, and pets are welcome. So you can click on this, and then it'll give you more details along with reviews down here. And then pictures as well. And then also, like, we always check too about cell reception, because for us, we always use hotspot and stuff, and we're always working on our computers. So we definitely want to always see what the reception's like, but sometimes that's not an option.
So we've noticed with free campsites that there aren't as many camp spots as iOverlander. So if you want to look this up as a secondary and go, hey, nothing showed up on iOverlander, let's check free campsites to see what's available in this area, you can definitely check it out. As you can see on here, there's a lot piled right in here, up here, and then a couple down in this area. But if you said, hey, I wanted to go way over here, well, if nothing shows up, then check iOverlander. So the third app that we have is Upside. So right now, it's a pretty crazy time with high gas prices, whether you're fueling with gas or with diesel. And we're trying to figure out any way we can to save a little bit since we're always driving and traveling all over the country.
what's nice with Upside is that you can also refer friends and get a little extra cash that way too. We're going to take you guys through the app and show you what it's all about.
So the next app is Upside. So there isn't a computer version available for Upside, so we are just going to show you it from our phone. So with Upside, you can look at gas stations, restaurant, and groceries. So they can go through and give you discounts depending on what you want. So we're just going to tap on the map here, and it's going to zoom in and show us, hey, what's the closest thing in this area? So this right here is Brown Dog Coffee Company. So if we went to Brown Dog Coffee Company, we can get 17% cash back on whatever we would purchase there. If we want to zoom out a little bit further, we can hit search this area and see if anything else shows up. We've got slow reception right now, so it might take a few more seconds. All right, there we go. So there's no gas available near Buena Vista, and we're the blue pin. But if we came down here, right now we could get 5 cents a gallon cash back. So for us, that's not much. Usually we can get 25 to 50 cents cash back. It all depends on the state you're in and what the demand is like too. Since gas and diesel prices are going up so high, it seems to change very, very quickly. So one day you could be getting 30, 40 cents a gallon cash back at a place. And if a ton of people go there, the next day it might be 2 cents a gallon. So if we wanted to go around and say, oh, let's check a different area, let's come over here. Let's go to Montrose. All right, so in Montrose area, we've got 7 cents a gallon cash back. And then up higher near Delta, there's 12 cents a gallon cash back. So let's say, hey, you know what? We're going to be going through Delta. We want that cash back. All you have to do is click on it. And then it says down on the bottom that it's originally $5.45 a gallon for diesel, but with your cash back, it's $5.33. All you have to do is hit claim. And then it says when you get there, check in. So then you'll see at the bottom, it says 3 hours and 59 minutes before this offer expires. So that's just saying, hey, you need to get there within 3 hours and 59 minutes, hit check in, and then you're good to go. Fuel up, and then the cash back will get credited to your Upside account. So we're not going to be obviously using that one since we are not going to Delta today. But that gives you an idea. We mainly use it for fuel, but you can go for restaurants, groceries. They are expanding it more and more. So if you try and check different areas out, they will be adding more gas stations, more restaurants, other areas to explore. So if we zoom in here, Colorado Springs area is obviously way more popular. So here there's still a lot of 12 cents per gallon cash back, but then there's also a Barley Pizzeria, and there's fuel down over here. So if you look at any of the red dots, that's all restaurants. So all you have to do is just check into those, and then the cash back will build up and get credited to your account.
So the fourth app is Google Maps. So we use Google Maps a lot when we're traveling just to get where we're going. And we also download offline maps because it's very important for us when we don't have reception to know where we're going.
So a lot of people don't know that offline maps is even a thing. So if they get out in the middle of nowhere, they go, oh my gosh, nothing loads. Well, if you download offline maps, at least you can go to anywhere you want within that downloaded area and still be able to load it.
So the next app is Google Maps, which you can download offline maps from here. So as I said before, this is just something super important to have in case you lose reception while you're driving through the mountains or the desert, and just so you can get where you're going. So the first thing you need to do is click on your little icon or your account on the top, and then you click on offline maps. From there, on the top, you select your own map. And for fun, let's just go down here and zoom in and say we want to download this area because we don't know if there's reception here. So you're going to hit download. And you can also download a larger area. Also, it'll just take a little more time and data. And then all of your maps will show up on the screen. So once you download, you'll be good to go knowing, okay, we're good to go off to, I don't know, Monument Valley because there's no reception out there. We're good to go out there, and then we can get back to the city or town or wherever we're staying in.
So the last app that we have to show you guys is AllTrails. So if you're avid hikers like we are, we highly recommend checking out this app.
So for AllTrails, there's a free version and there's also a paid version. We just use the free version for right now, but you can also be able to access downloading maps and all sorts of things.
So the last app that we recommend to you guys is AllTrails. So this is what the app looks like when you open it. It's going to show you stuff that's near where you are at. So we're in Buena Vista, Colorado right now as we're recording this video. And it'll say what's the best views, and then you can look at different categories as well. So if you like to go running or mountain biking or hiking, or if you want to take a weekend trip, there's a lot of different things or a lot of different suggestions that they have for you on this. So for fun, if we want to plan a trip and say, hey, you know what, let's go to Moab. You can put in Moab, click that. And then right now it has 394 trails listed in the Moab area. So you can go through, look at different pictures, different reviews on it, and look at the different difficulties of the hikes. So if we want to say, let's do the Grand Staff Trail. So this is 5.7 miles out and back. And so it says it's a moderately challenging route and takes an average of 2.5 hours to complete. So you can decide at that point, hey, you know what, is that too long of a hike, or is 836 feet of elevation gain too much? Or hey, am I comfortable doing it? If you're comfortable doing it, then you say, yeah, let's do it. If you hit directions on the top left, it'll give you the directions to get to the trailhead. If you upgrade to AllTrails Pro, you can download the map so you can use it offline as well. So we don't have the Pro version of it. We just use this so we can at least plan our hikes, look at reviews, look at the photos. So this one says 21 hours ago, great trail. There's a couple of creek crossings. So at least we can say, hey, this is very recent. At least nobody said anything like, hey, there's 6 feet of water, you don't do it, or there's tons of snow. You can write a review yourself, and then you can go through the photos too. So if you say, well, let's see what we're actually going to be going out to, you can click on any of the photos you want and look at what people have taken along the way. So we highly recommend using this app if you want to plan out any trails or hikes in your area, whether you're camping or not. So if you're just saying, hey, we're going to take a week or 2 week trip, use this app. You can use it in different countries as well and see what people are talking about.
Well, thanks for watching. We hope that these apps help you guys out while you're traveling or camping.
If you guys have any questions about the apps, feel free to comment below. We are also putting our Get Upside link in there. So if you want to get an additional savings on fuel, use our link, and then we'll actually both get a little bit of savings on fuel in these crazy times. But otherwise, if you have questions, let us know, and we'll update this if more apps come out. Thanks for watching.
Happy travels.